Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We'll have Renaissance Fair tickets coming up in about 10 minutes. We'll get you on the phones for Klash with Kenzie. Now sports, sponsored by the Marquee Network. Stream Cubs baseball at watchmarquee.com.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, speaking of the Cubs, they just find more heartbreaking ways to lose after the seventh inning. They go to the bottom of the ninth last night against the Giants, up 4-2. The bottom of the ninth. The Giants get 3 runs, including walking in the walk-off run to win the game. The Cubs did that. I mean, we got to stop these games of 7 innings. I'm finally on board with those people that yell at the clouds and say shortened baseball games. I'm finally in on it. 7 innings, the Cubs would have about 50 wins right now. My God,
what a beautiful thing it would be.
Oh, torture. Let's go to the South Side. Shohei Ohtani in town on the South Side. Dodgers. White Sox Park was packed. I don't know what it's called anymore because Guaranteed Rate Field, the company Guaranteed Rate has dropped guaranteed from their name.
Which is nerve-wracking, right? Wouldn't you want a guarantee?
I like a guaranteed rate.
They're just going to get you a rate.
I don't want a rate. I want a guaranteed rate.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I mean,
it's
hey,
not going to happen.
I can give someone a rate.
Everybody can.
A guaranteed rate sounds a lot better.
What sucks is now that nickname's out of the rotation too, because a lot of employees of that stadium used to call it the G spot. So we keep losing all these great nicknames. Is that what do you call it? The R spot? Sucks. It doesn't have the same ring.
Is there an R spot somewhere we don't know about?
I don't think so. I guess it's in the South Loop.
So I guess we'll see what the stadium's going to be called. Anyway, Shohei Ohtani on the South Side, the legend, the guy that should be playing for the White Sox, but they didn't want to open their wallet. A crowbar and Jerry Reinsdorf's wallet did not make Shohei Ohtani
They weren't interested.
Yeah, it's too bad. Well, Garrett Crochet struck out the legend, actually, twice. But the White Sox lost 3-0 to the Dodgers in the rain delay, and I can't believe they finished that game.
Well, Garrett Crochet, I don't have a ton of nice things to say about my White Sox, but I will say they moved Garrett Crochet from the bullpen to the starting rotation this year, and he's become one of the best pitchers in baseball. He has no help. He got the loss last night despite pitching very well, but there's a lot to like. Now, I'm sure they'll trade him during the trade deadline. They'll probably go to the Pirates, help them make the playoffs, win a World Series. Who knows? But on the surface, Garrett Crochet is doing great things. This is going to be a Jake Berger situation all over again, where I get attached to this guy. I look forward to him pitching every 5th day. They're going to trade him. He's going to help another team win. And then next year, opening day, I'm going to go, oh, what happened to all the good players? Oh, wait, they're gone.
Yeah.
Well, you can get so much from when you trade them. When they're good.
Yeah.
It's fun.
No, I love prospects that are projected to make the major leagues in 2028. It's awesome.
Prospects.
It's a rebuild.
Yeah, prospects. I mean, listen, the Cubs did it perfectly after losing 100 games with the farm system and prospects. And it doesn't always happen that way. It's like 1 out of 100.
You don't need to tell White Sox fans that.
No.
I know it doesn't always happen.
Yeah. Well, listen, again, on the South Side tonight with the Dodgers. What a great night for baseball if this rain clears through to go see the Dodgers and the White Sox. So apparently the Bears are back on with an Arlington Heights deal. That maybe that whole big presentation about the stadium and the lakefront was a troll to the mayor of Chicago to get Arlington Heights to cave in on their property taxes.
This is like a whodunit. I cannot.
We're living in banana land.
This is unbelievable.
Sources say the Bears have made progress now in their discussions with Arlington Heights and the school district board for the stadium deal. The belief is that Kevin Warren, president of the Bears, always wanted it in Arlington Heights. Even though they spent all that money to make that presentation, asking for a couple $2 billion from taxpayers to build the stadium on the lakefront. And meanwhile, it was a ploy to get Arlington Heights to go, okay, guys, we cave in. And that might be what's going on here. That Kevin Warren's timeline to get the stadium done is, quote, aggressive. He does not want to sit around and wait years. He wants to get it moving. And since the city and the state are saying we're not giving you any more money, well, go back to Arlington Heights, and they will give the money as well as the Bears part of that one.
I just kind of feel like whatever happens, they're going to be like, ha, ha, ha. That was the plan the whole time.
Back to Scooby-Doo. It was the plan the whole time.
This is exactly what we wanted.
What this means to me is the stadium's going to end up in Aurora. It's just going to, at the end of the day, somehow Aurora's going to come through with a ploy. It's free. We'll build it for you. Come on out.
I like the odds of Gary, Indiana at this point. I think they're going to swoop in, and instead of the Michael Jackson Sbarro, rest in peace, I think they're going to just move the Chicago Bears there.
Oh, that's pretty tragic.
I know. It's too bad.
Listen, if you didn't watch baseball last night, what a Game 7 Stanley Cup last night. Florida wins their first Stanley Cup.
Florida trying to end it up against the wall, which would be fitting. 3 seconds to go. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
What a call! One thing when your team is completely out of it, the Blackhawks, I say, you can sit and actually unemotionally, in a way, enjoy. That Game 7 was incredible. The whole series, the last 4 games were incredible of the Stanley Cup. I got back in. I got back in and watching the Stanley Cup playoffs. I missed the first couple games. I'm like, yes, I can do this. A couple notes, by the way. If Florida had lost, they'd have been the first team since World War II to lose on a 3-0 comeback. And America takes down Hitler.
You never want to hear World War II mixed in with a stat you've done. That can't ever be good.
Also, something weird, Kenzie, you may not be aware of this. So the Conn Smythe Trophy is given out at the
what?
the Conn Smythe Trophy.
Okay.
It's given out after the Stanley Cup. So they win, let's say. It's very awkward, the title ceremony in hockey after the Stanley Cup. Because the commissioner comes out and everybody boos him. They boo forever.
Why?
They just consistently always boo the commissioner of
no
hockey.
one likes a commissioner.
No, but they really in hockey doesn't matter who you put in there. Who's
I thought that was only like a WWE thing.
No, it feels like it.
I didn't know that happened. Like
No,
in
because
sports.
Roger Goodell gets booed, and he's the NFL commissioner. Rob Manfred rightfully gets booed. He's the MLB commissioner. Adam Silver is very close to getting booed by me personally. He's the NBA commissioner. Things are not looking good for commissioners right now.
Like, who's the most likable person on earth right now, you think?
The most likable person on earth?
Just in general, if someone come to your head as the most likable person.
Dolly Parton.
If Dolly Parton was the commissioner of the NHL. Dolly, you suck! Hey,
I would get in a fist fight.
that was a great answer, by the way.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton should be the commissioner of the NHL.
She might be number 1 right now. I can't think of anybody with a higher approval rating.
And if she gets booed, then everybody's just an a-hole. It's not just,
Well, this is like Mythbusters.
yeah, what a great answer. But the Conn Smythe Trophy was given out to Connor McDavid, who was on the Oilers, who lost. It's kind of weird. Now, the Conn Smythe Trophy is given out to the best player, the most valuable player of the team during the Stanley Cup playoff. No, the Stanley Cup playoffs in general. So it could be the winning team, could be the losing team, the person that performed the best. Connor McDavid did perform the best for the Oilers, but they lost. It's an odd, weird thing that you don't see in the NBA, the NFL, or MLB.
This is like Little League, because this is what happens during like tournaments that do awards like that my son's in for baseball. Because the losing team, so the coach of the winning team picks an MVP off of the losing team. So then it's not like skewed. It's not like, the coach's son again, MVP.
Yeah.
So he picks number 18. Like that's what he does. Like that he saw the best one. So your kid or one of the kids walks away with an award, but it's like, well, we lost, and you're like amped because you just won MVP.
Right.
I don't know. Everyone gets a trophy.
It doesn't have to go to the losing team, but again, this time it was appropriate. Connor McDavid got it, but
Did people boo about that?
they did. I mean, because it was in Florida. The game
Well, don't
was.
you have enough? You got a Stanley Cup.
They got the
What else do you
Stanley.
need?
They wanted to get right to that ceremony and get the Stanley Cup up there.
You don't need the Conn Smythe. What
Conn
is it?
Smythe.
What is that?
Well, I don't want to get in the history of the Conn Smythe
Okay,
Trophy, but that's what it's called.
confusing to me.
Also, one more thing. There was a guy polishing the Stanley Cup trophy, one of the most cherished, maybe the most cherished trophy in sports. And so 2 minutes before the game's over, he's polishing it. And Kenzie, I want you to look up this guy. Just maybe Google guy polishing Stanley Cup real quick for the picture of this guy.
Guy polishing.
I'm watching it with my wife, Megan, getting ready to go to bed about, 10:30 it was. And she looks at me and he goes, that guy polishing that trophy looks like Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber. And he looks exactly like him. And then Case saw it and he goes, looks more like Gary Busey a little bit.
He does kind of look like Gary Busey.
I saw someone posted a comment on the picture saying, so we're going to pretend that this guy polishing the Stanley Cup doesn't have women tied up in his basement? I'm like, oh my God.
He looks a little demented.
He looks weird as hell.
He looks really excited to be touching it.
Very excited.
It's an interesting haircut.
Yeah.
Hair
Like
choice.
non-haircut, just let it grow out.
Yeah. God, he does look like somebody, and it's driving me nuts.
Don't you think of Dumb and Dumber when you see that? Like Jeff Daniels?
Kind of. He is, but then I see Gary Busey in there, too.
Yeah.
He's like a love child.
Well, congrats to Florida. Finally, huge news for Indiana. WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and the Royal Rumble are headed to Indianapolis. Let's go. Case's hometown, Fishers, Indiana.
Yahoo. Yes, so the Royal Rumble will be in Indianapolis in 2025.
So that's February 1st, 2025, the Royal Rumble at Lucas Oil Stadium where the Colts play.
Yes, first time the Royal Rumble's been in February, even though it's February 1st, so it's almost January. And really, one of the first times the Royal Rumble has been in the Midwest. It's never been in Chicago. It's never been in Indiana. It was in St. Louis a few years ago. That's really the closest it's got. And then WrestleMania and SummerSlam, TBD. WrestleMania was here in 2006. That's the last time it was really in the Midwest. It'll be in Minneapolis in a few years, but we were waiting on dates and years for WrestleMania and SummerSlam. But the Royal Rumble coming to Indianapolis next year.
You said Fissure? Like
Fishers. Cases from Fishers.
he's from Fissures.
Fishers.
Huh.
What's wrong with Fishers?
Like a fisherman.
Like an anal fissure?
No. Fishers, like
Cases from Fissures?
no, not at all. Fishers.
How do you spell it?
F-I-C. No, I'm kidding.
No, not F-I-C.
F-I-S-H-E-R. Like Fishers, like a fisherman. Fishers, Indiana.
Like anal fissures in the air.
No, you get your mind out of there. No.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Well, let's go. Let's get into it. It's for the Renaissance Fair, where fantasy rules.
I love the Renaissance Fair. I can't wait.
If you can see the pictures, I think Case put a picture up on our Facebook and Twitter of last year, the outfits we wore.
That's right.
I bought mine, I think it was on Amazon, and there were 4 other guys wearing the same outfit.
It was a fun day. It was a fun day.
Even a little kid was wearing my outfit.
I know.
And you remember I got whipped?
Yes, I remember. No, how could I forget that? I remember you getting whipped.
They had that guy with the fiery whips and snapped it around my head.
It was a good time.
It was
this
insane.
year I get to have like meat and stuff because last year they were bringing us around. They kept trying to get me to drink, and I was pregnant and hadn't told anybody, including you guys.
That's right.
And I was like, no, I'm just not in the mood. They're like, oh, come on, you have to. I'm like, guys, let's have a pickle. Actually, I'm just gonna have this turkey leg. To mind my business. So this will be way more fun.
How about this big chalice of wine?
I'm like, oh, shoot.
Be great. So 4 packs of tickets. We'll be there July 13th. And Terry checking in from Sugar Grove. Tell us something really quick about yourself before you compete with Kenzie.
Oh man, like I told Case, I'm looking for a win today since my poor Southside boys, can't seem to pull anything together. Man, these White Sox, it's hurting.
It is hurting. I didn't know today was different than any other day, but
Brian, that was super unnecessary. You can tell he's upset. You can kick Williams down.
Listen, as I just went and did the Red Line doubleheader last Wednesday, I had the best time ever, and I mean that as a Cubs fan, at Comiskey. I'm going to call it that until Guaranteed Rate figures out their name. It's Comiskey. It's Lakeshore Drive. It's the Sears Tower.
Amen.
But everybody that works there is so nice. I had such an awesome time at the ballpark and the food. And listen, you guys have that.
Right. At least we have that.
Food and nice employees.
I would like a good baseball team at some point.
And listen, the Cubs walked in the run last night. It's a losing run, so they ain't doing much better right now on the north side.
It's reputation, though. The reputation on the north side is just different. It's better.
Which is a hoot. Everyone's there to party.
Which is Case the White Sox fan saying
All
that.
right, flip a coin, Brian. I'm grumpy now.
Here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same to you. Call heads or tails, Terry.
Heads.
It is heads.
Oh, so you're already winning. Look at you.
Look at you.
Yeah, doing better than the Sox.
Amen.
All right. Thought I'd let you forget about the Sox for a second, but can't do it. All right, Terry, question number 1. The Guardians of the Galaxy film franchise features superheroes belonging to what comic brand?
Marvel.
Marvel's right. Kenzie, let's stay in that universe. Who does Bruce Banner turn into when he gets angry?
The Hulk.
Hulk. Back to Terry. Who won the 2024 Stanley Cup?
Oh, crap. I don't watch hockey.
Just did sports about 20 minutes ago. We mentioned it right there. Guess a team.
Bay?
Tampa Bay. Did not. Same state.
I know. And they usually do really good, in fairness.
Yeah, Kenzie knows this because she was here.
Yep. The Florida Panthers.
Oh, I thought maybe she wouldn't remember. All right.
Okay, sorry.
Florida Panthers.
I was the Leopards. That's a big cat.
Terry, let's stay with sports.
Well, it's back to Kenzie, though. It's 2-1 back to Kenzie.
Back to Kenzie.
Thanks, Case, for standing up for me.
I do what I can.
Name 2 of the 3 cities, Kenzie, that the NFL's Raiders have called home.
Vegas.
Right, they're in there now.
Currently. And LA.
LA.
Yes.
Isn't it funny you skip Oakland? Like, it's funny that the reference
Everyone
point.
skips Oakland.
Thank you, Terry. Everybody skips Oakland.
It's funny that, like, the Oakland Raiders, the old, like, NFL films of, like, they went into Oakland.
You know what? The problem is that California just blurs together for me. So I forgot. I'm like, LA, Oakland.
Whatever.
You know.
Tomato.
Yeah. Tomato, potato.
So Oakland's like Naperville to LA, kind of. It's like that
yeah,
little
like,
suburb.
it's just the same.
close.
I don't know why they let have so many teams. Like, it's California.
Well, a big state.
Well, so who cares?
I agree, Kenzie. Who cares?
We have a big state.
All right, 3-1 back to Terry.
Terry, alphabetically, what U.S. state is listed first?
Alaska?
It's not Alaska. Kenzie?
Alabama.
Alabama. Alabama. Oh, boy, this is bad because Kenzie can win right now.
That's right,
You
4-1
want to
back
know
to
how I
Kenzie.
got that correct, though? This is funny.
Forrest Gump?
No, what? Why?
Because the Alabama can. I can't get an explanation of
Okay.
Forrest Gump. I can't get into
It's
it.
because I do so much online shopping, and when you type in your credit card, you have to select a state. It's always the first state.
Alabama.
You know
That's-
when you do that, like the pull down?
Yeah, no, I know.
always see it first.
That's crazy that's how you know that.
yeah.
Oh,
Is that because
right.
of the spelling? Which should be why.
And that's why Kenzie's broke. Because she remembers Alabama first.
Amen, baby.
All right, she's broke, but she can win with the correct answer.
Oh, boy. Kenzie, in the 2001 version of Ocean's 11, the story revolves around a robbery of what?
A casino?
A casino. Right.
Are they all casinos?
What do you mean?
Like every one of the oceans?
in the movies?
Yeah.
Right, but the Ocean's 11 in 2001 was a remake. Now, the old movie, I believe, was also about a robbery of a casino as
I was
well.
gonna say,
Ocean's 11 is the same, yes.
I was going to say, I think I've only seen the casino.
There's Ocean's
plot.
12, Ocean's 13,
I
there's
know
Ocean's
a lot
8.
of oceans.
Yeah.
Ocean's 12, I don't think is a casino. I've seen Ocean's 12.
Yeah, it's terrible. You've seen Ocean's 12?
I like the Ocean's
Is that
movies.
the woman one?
No, that's Ocean's 8.
No
The
one's seen that.
woman
No one
one.
saw the woman one. And I'm sorry, and I'm saying that as a woman. I'm like, I'm okay.
Terry, did you see the woman Ocean's movie?
I've seen Ocean's 11. That is it.
That's the best
I
one.
didn't even know they made Ocean's 8.
Yeah.
Like
Was it a
2000
prequel?
Ghostbusters movie. Nobody cares.
Amen. Was it a prequel? Was it like the ocean before 11?
It wasn't. There was just 8 women. They couldn't find 3 more to make it like Ocean's 11, the women version. It's too
They couldn't
bad.
find 11 women who got along. That's the issue.
No way. Is that going to happen?
Clash with Kenzie. The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Well, listen, Terry, we appreciate you. Hang up because coming up here in just 3 minutes, we'll give away those tickets to the Bristol Renaissance Fair at 312-591-8300 when you hear God Bless the Baby after Bad Omens.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
God bless the baby.
312-591-8300 because Kenzie won in trivia. Now we have these tickets laying around. A 4-pack for the Bristol Renaissance Fair. And Saturday, July 13th, just a few weeks away, it's the Brian and Kenzie Caravan up there to the Bristol Renaissance Fair, where fantasy rules. So you can join us. It's open weekends and Labor Day, July 6th through September 2nd. But again, come when we're up there on July 13th if you win these tickets or just buy some and come with us. So all the information at Q101.com and caller 10 grabs that 4-pack of tickets for this blessed, wonderful event. We're coming back here at 7:50. Want you to grab your phone after you get calling for the tickets, and hopefully that's over and you win, and see what you see when you go onto Facebook and the For You tab on Facebook. You ever look at that, Kenzie, in Marketplace, like what's For You? So all the algorithms of stuff you search to shop for. And
Wait, how do you find this?
so go to Facebook on the app
did.
and then Marketplace.
Oh, and then Marketplace, and then For You. Oh, okay.
Like, what's the first thing that pops up with you on that?
A full-length mirror.
A full-length mirror. That's very accurate. That's probably
Yeah.
good.
And then a bouncy castle, like a white castle bouncy house. That's the second thing. And then a Hawkswa hat.
A what?
Hawkswa hat.
A hactois. Spit on that thing.
Hat. That's not good, but that's my top 3. Facebook just called me a whore.
Is that on brand?
That hurts my feelings.
See, it's so weird. And we want you guys to call in and tell us after you get the tickets done here, and you can text in. We'll come back and get you on the phones and tell us what mine has, what Case's has. We know what Kenzie's has now. The Hak Twa hat.
Hak Twa on that thing.
Hak Twa. Oh, my gosh. Because it's wild what the information it gathers from what you look at on the internet, what in Facebook Marketplace is for you. You won't believe Case told me he has one. You will. I can't even tease it any better than just saying you just won't believe. Think about Case the producer and then think about what he looks for on the internet and what for you is for him in the algorithm. Okay? Kenzie, I swear if you guess, you will not get it. I couldn't believe it when he showed me this morning.
Really?
So at 7:50, we'll come back and tell you that just a few minutes away. And look at your own there. Go to Facebook on the app on your phone, Marketplace, and the For You. What is it trying to sell you?
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.